Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. How are you tonight? Welcome to my live 7:30 Wednesday night video that I do every week. I will just wait until a few people can jump on. My phone's ringing, so I'll just duck out and answer that, but I'll be back in a minute. I'm actually in the middle of a live video at the moment, so yeah, I really can't talk, but I don't have any issues at the moment. I'm coming back. Sorry about that. As you can tell, this is live videos. Hello and welcome, I'll say again. Welcome, I'm Donna Gray. I'm your Stampin' Up demonstrator. Hey Wendy, how you going? Nice to see you. Let me see whether it says invite. Okay, anyway, happy to be online again doing my live video every Wednesday night that I do. I'm just waiting for a few people to be able to jump on and we'll get started. I wanted to do some playing around with my new items out of the new holiday catalogue. As Stampin' Up demonstrators, we actually get to pre-order out of the holiday catalogue 1 month prior to it actually going live in Australia. So gives us time to play around and make some creations and things with the products before they're available to the general public. So I had a bit of a play around yesterday with one. I'll show you that. And this was using the Snowflake Sentiments bundle, and it turned out quite well. I actually didn't have any plan whatsoever. I decided that what I would do is just jump on and do a video. I haven't posted it to my YouTube. I've uploaded it, but I haven't put all the details and everything in, so it should be probably on my YouTube channel tonight if you wanted to catch the tutorial on this one. But yeah, had a bit of a play around, came up really beautiful. I love snowflakes, so I'm going to the opposite side of the spectrum with instead of snowflakes, I'm actually going to do a card tonight with our stamp set called Beachy Little Christmas. Okay, a bit hard to see with the glare there with the light. Lovely little Christmas tree with thank you for the thumbs up. Lovely little Christmas tree with starfish shells and things. Lovely little beach hut. Nice palm tree, lots of crabs and shells and things. So typical Aussie sort of Christmas. Thanks Diana for sharing my video. Thank you. Anyway, so typical Aussie Christmas stamp set. So I thought I'll have a bit of a play around and do a bit of a beachy scene for a Christmas card for a change. So I'll just swap you around now and we'll get into it. And if anyone's friends with me on Facebook, you will notice that today I've been having a bit of a play around. I'm a hairdresser by trade, and that's what my day job is. This is what I do in my spare time. And I was wanting to set my salon up so that I could do card classes in my salon as well. And I just needed more space. So my mum and dad were in today, and mum and I were colouring each other's hair. And we decided that what we would do is actually remodel my salon. So if you're friends with me personally on my personal Facebook page, let me know what you think about my new space. And I'm going to be using it for card lessons on my days off, on Wednesdays. I'm holding one actually next Wednesday. And yeah, so I was saying to Dad that I needed to get a place where I could craft and hold classes and things, and I needed a bit more space in my craft room, so in my salon, to be able to do it. So hence, while we were getting our hair coloured, my father dismantled everything in my salon, and we so I've spent the whole day cleaning and trying to clean up after demolishing everything, but turned out pretty well. And if you want to jump over onto after this video and jump over onto my my personal page, you will actually see what I've done with my salon and how I can be able to set up a big craft table in the middle and go for it with our card classes, which will be great. Okay, so what I've decided to do is, as you can see, a lovely beachy scene. This is our new catalogue. This catalogue will go live on the 1st of September. I am able to send out catalogues to people at the moment, so if you would like to grab a catalogue, if you don't have a new one and you wanted to grab a catalogue off me, if you place a small order of $50 or more, I will actually post you out a catalogue. And if you are already one of my customers and you haven't got the new catalogue, please feel free to email me at bejeweled, spelt BEJEWELLED 01@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send you out a catalogue if you haven't got one, if you're already a customer of mine. If you want a new catalogue to browse through it before the 1st of September, just place a minimum order of $50 using my host code, which my host code for the month is FMP7EBNV. I will post this at the top of this video when I actually do the editing tonight when the video is finished. But so if you wanted to get your hands on a catalogue, feel free to jump online, minimum order of $50, and I'll be happy to post one out to you. Okay, so what I thought I would do is do some nice bright colours for this card tonight. So I thought I would use our Bermuda Bay, our Melon Mambo, and our Whisper White. So I'm winging it tonight. I haven't really got a plan. I have a bit of an idea of yeah, doing a Christmas tree and a little hut up in the corner, and but we'll see how we go. So my card base is cut at 8 1/4 inches this way and 5 7/8 of an inch this way. Now, as you know, these measurements are regular measurements with me. I make all my card sizes. This fits into a standard size envelope. So hence why I make cards this size. So I thought what I would do is make, hopefully the Christmas tree is going to, just need to measure that up. Yep, it's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to make a card opening this way tonight instead of this way. Okay, so it's going to go along that way. I'm going to have one layer with the Melon Mambo, and then I'm going to do a bit of colouring and stamping on our Whisper White piece on the front. Okay, so what I thought I would do is actually emboss the Christmas tree and the little hut and do a little bit of watercolouring just to create some sand and some sun and things. Okay, so I'm going to mount up my Christmas tree stamp. Now, if you haven't used heat embossing before, you're in for a treat if this is the first time you've seen it. If it's not the first time you've seen it and you're a avid stamper and you've done it lots and lots of times, you'll understand how exciting it always is. I always get a kick out of it. Okay, so we use our Versamark ink pad. Now, Versamark is a clear, sticky type of ink that that will let your embossing powder stick to it, and then you melt your embossing powder into your Versamark ink. Okay, so every time I use Versamark, I always use my embossing buddy. That's to get any static off your card. The embossing buddy is a little pillow filled with a powdery substance, and just stops you from having any fingerprints on your cards, so you get a really nice image when you stamp it. Okay, so with the Versamark, I normally like to tip it upside down and ink my stamp. It's just personal choice, but I always like to be able to really see and make sure I've got the Versamark all over. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tree right here in the front. I'm going to emboss it with silver embossing powder, but I'm also going to ink up the little hut because I want to have it back in the background like it's back in the distance and the trees up close. So I don't know whether you can see that in the light, but you can see it gives you a watermarked image. You can just see it when the light hits it, like so. Okay, that's what our embossing powder is going to stick to. So I'm just going to do the little hut up in the corner. And I'm going to emboss these both in silver. Okay. I'm just going to pop the lid on my embossing, on my Versamark. Bring in my silver embossing powder, and I need a scrap bit of paper. There's a big scrap bit. Okay. Now you just pop a scrap bit of paper underneath your cardstock to catch all your embossing powder, your excess embossing powder. Now, if this is the first time you've seen embossing done, you'll see straight away how the powder sticks to our image, okay? And it's quite a delicate, quite a detailed image as well, the Christmas tree. So it's got quite a few components in that tree. Okay. And then what you do is you fold your paper in half and tip your excess back into your container again. Okay. Now you use the heat tool to melt, I just bumped the camera, to melt your embossing powder. Sorry about the noise. Now I want to get this on camera so you can see it really well when it starts to appear. No, Renee, I haven't heard back from YouTube yet. They've still stopped me from doing live videos. In case you didn't know, I posted a quick live video about one of my card making classes that I have available, an online card class, and for some reason somebody flagged my video and put a flag up against my name, and so YouTube checked it out and they removed my video and gave me a community strike against my name. I didn't do anything that I don't normally do, so I have no idea what I've done wrong. I have actually challenged it, but my second time doing a live YouTube video, and yeah, they've taken my privileges away, so have no idea why. Okay, so as you can see now, with embossing, the main thing is you have to make sure you get that really nice creamy consistency. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, you can see that lovely creamy smooth embossing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of sponging, and I'm going to play around here a little bit because I sort of want to have it look a bit like sand. So I'm going to get a scrap bit of paper. Scrap. Okay. And I'm just going to cut a bit of a sand dune look. Okay. Now this is what they call a masking technique. I'm going to sponge, if I I can find my sponge in my mess here. There it is. Hopefully I can. Yeah. I'm going to use some crumb cake, I think. Just want to make a bit of a sandy sort of look. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm only just lightly sponging here. So it's created a bit of a sandy look there. Now I want another sandy hill happening up through here. So I'm just going to go like that. And I want to go a little bit more. Maybe I'll turn it over that way. Yeah. A little bit more just in there. No. So I'm going to cut that because I just want a little bit more of a hump up in there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so there you go. A little bit of a sandy area. Now I want to do some nice water area. I think I'm going to use some Marina Mist. As I said, I am just winging this. At the moment, I didn't really have a plan. Okay. And I'm going to use a bit of soft sky for up in the sky part. I think I might put a bit of so saffron up in the corner. Do I have another sponge? Sorry, I'm just trying to get the greeny colour out of the sponge. So maybe I might use the brown one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to do up in the corner here, just a bit like a bit of a sun. Okay, and I'm just going to use a bit of soft sky just in that top, just to make the sky a little bit lighter. Hey Patricia, how are you going? Not working tonight for a change. Nice to see you've jumped on to join me. So as you can see, I'm just sponging lightly. I am definitely winging this, aren't I? I chose to do that instead of watercolouring, actually. I might do a little bit of watercolouring actually with the things on the Christmas tree, and just to liven it up a little bit. Okay. Get my aqua pen out. I'm going to use my little fine tip one. What colour will I do the surfboard? Let's do a pink surfboard. This is going to be a girl Beachy card. Now, with the embossing, it keeps our watercolouring inside the lines, which is great. I think I might make the beach hut. Oh, we might bring in our lovely Bermuda Bay. It might be a Bermuda Bay beach house. So I wanted to actually not do anything too traditional tonight for the Christmas cards. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very traditional Christmas card person, but I know that there's a lot of people out there that like something a little bit different. So that's why I thought I'll do a card using this stamp set, because I thought, how different for a change. I'm sorry, but I am a sucker for the typical snowflakes, typical snowman, everything. What about you guys that are watching? Are you the typical snowflake people, or were you quite happy to see that we have these new different types of stamp sets for different areas and different weather types? Okay. Hey Patricia, did you see I don't know, are we friends? Yeah, we are friends on Facebook, aren't we? Yes. So did you see the post of how I've rearranged my work to incorporate my card making classes? I used to have this it was a like a divider type of thing between two benches, so that one person could sit one side and get their hair done and one person could sit the other side, and they had a little bit of privacy. And I don't know, after the years gone by, my clients are so friendly that we all get on so well that nobody really minds if people see them getting their hair done. So I said to my father today, I just want to get rid of that that thing out of the middle and give myself a big open space. Oh, you've got this stamp set, Renee? Have you done any cards with it yet? This is my first go. This is my first play with it. I don't know, you probably weren't on earlier. This is a card that I've done. I'll show you that. I did that using the snowflake sentiment. So I said I'm going total opposite. I'm doing the freezing cold snowflake scene, and now I'm going to the hot beachy scene. So I haven't uploaded that video yet. It will be on YouTube, but I'm a little bit scared at the moment to upload anything. I'm scared that they're going to say I've done something wrong again. But anyway, hence why I'm back doing my live YouTube videos. Now I just want to stamp a sentiment down in that bottom corner there. And this one has a sentiment saying, have yourself a beachy little Christmas. So Renee, do you think this might be a popular set for selling cards for Australia? Like, because we don't have the freezing cold, snowy weather at Christmas time. I know I was saying when this set came out, I was thinking, or maybe I need to get that, because I had a lot of people asking me for things like kangaroos on Christmas cards, and do you have something with a koala on it for Australia? And I was like, no, not really. But I know that it was a popular thing that that people were wanting last Christmas. So I thought, oh, well, I'll go for this set, thinking maybe because it's more Australia orientated, it might be a bit more popular. I'm going to stamp that off because I haven't used this stamp before. Okay. I think this is turning out quite well for someone that's, I'm just winging it. As I said, I had no design. I did have a bit of an idea. All I wanted to do was I wanted to do the tree and the beach hut with a sandy little thing. That's great. Yeah, I think it might be quite popular for being here in Australia with our weather, because people tend to like to have things that they relate to in our like where we live. So anyway, time will tell. We will find out. Okay, so I think that's probably all I'm going to do on the front of that. Okay, so now I'm just going to layer them up. So I'm going to use my liquid Tombow. And the reason I use my liquid Tombow is I get that wiggle room so I can layer my layers up, because I have a very small border. I only have 1/16 of an inch border on my cards because I really like just that hint of colour. So hence why I love Tombow, because it gives me that little bit of time to wiggle it around and get it just right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Patricia is saying that you can make a koala with the Fox Builder set. I actually got the Owl Punch just before it was retired. I only just bought that before our catalogue finished. And I've had a bit of a play around with that, but I didn't get the Fox Builder one either. I'm probably going to end up investing in that as well. I'm sort of, I don't mind the punches for the kooky little critters. Like I actually made some little SpongeBob, not SpongeBob, minions. I made some minions with the Owl Punch, and I also made just these little monster little people with it as well. And I was thinking about that the Fox Builder Punch as well. Maybe it might have to go on my wish list, I think. Okay, so that's come ahead quite nice. So I'm actually going to finish off the inside of this card too. I've been a little bit slack lately. I've only been doing the fronts of cards for my videos, but I'm actually going to finish it off inside because I have a bit of an idea for inside as well. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a sponging effect again. Get a little bit of sand happening. Okay, so I'll get my crumb cake out again. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I really enjoy crafting and having people craft along with me and chat with me. It's becoming a bit of a regular thing, isn't it, this Wednesday night? Pretty good. And then I think I'm going to use the little palm tree that's in this set. Okay. So I'm going to mount that up, and I can get the sticky back off it. So this is brand new, first time using these stamps. Okay, I'm going to ink that up in Early Espresso, I think. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something else. Gonna do, we'll see if this works, crumb cake on the stem. So I'm just using my markers, but I'll do crumb cake on the stem, and I'll do coconuts. And I'll do green, garden green, I think it is, I've got on the leaves. We'll see how that turns out. I can always turn my card over if it doesn't work. Start again. This is definitely winging it tonight. As I said, definitely no plan. I was too busy remodeling to get myself sorted. Even my husband said to me, "Are you doing a live video tonight?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm getting there, I just haven't organised myself." Then when I stepped into my craft room, it was just a mess. And I was like, oh my God, I have to clean up before I can even start. Whose craft rooms are like that? Is it always a mess? You clean it up and then you start creating and you end up with things everywhere. I love seeing people's pictures on their Facebook pages about how this is what my craft desk looks like at the moment. And I'm like, yep, I can relate, definitely. Okay. So let's see if this works. Now you always like to breathe on them to get them a bit more moist. Okay, I'm going to stamp him up in the corner. Oh, very nice. And then I think I'm going to colour it in. I'm going to use my watercolour pencils. Old Olive. Wow, I'm bringing out lots of different things tonight, aren't I? Having a lovely play. It's a cute palm tree. Very cute. Okay. What's in the TV room, Renee? Sorry, I've only just read that comment, so I don't know what I was talking about when you said it. Okay. And I'm going to use the other sentiment that's in there as well. Sorry, Facebook is a little bit funny with how they give you your comments. They're all jumbled up everywhere. Okay, I'm going to mount that up. And I think I'm going to use Early Espresso again for that. Oh, your craft room is in your TV room. Do you watch TV while you're crafting? I don't think I could. I like peace and quiet when I'm crafting. I don't know whether I could have the TV going. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit excited about getting my space all sorted now. Like I don't have to worry now when I've got people coming of where I need to be able to try and put them. I mean, trying to do it at my dining room table, I was like, oh my God, that means everybody, because I work from home, I actually like my work to be separate from my home life. And when I first went home to work with hairdressing, it was just when I first got married. And I actually, I went home and I worked in my garage at home. I set out a salon in the garage, and I didn't have a toilet or anything out there. Everybody had to go through my house. And it was when I first went home to work, I had no children. I just got married. I was married probably 12 months, I think. And I was home for probably about 12 months before I fell pregnant with my first child, Jade. But I worked there for, I'm trying to think. Jade was so probably about 5-6 years I was at my old house. Okay, so I've just layered that up. That's come up quite nice. So yeah, I was about 5 or 6 years I lived there, and everybody had to go through my house to go to the toilet. And if my children, when they were babies, if they were in bed sleeping, if somebody had to go into the toilet, they actually had to go past my kids' room when they were sound asleep to go to the toilet. And I can remember saying to my husband, oh my God, I need to have somewhere where I can work and it doesn't encroach on our personal life, you know, like. So we actually sold that house and built a new house, and I built my salon into my house. And it's actually it's still built into the house. It's like a room in the house, but when you come to our front door, there's another door right beside our front door, which is a glass sliding door, which goes into my work. And that room is a separate room to the rest of my house. I can shut it off. There's a doorway that I can shut off to the hallway. And it has its own toilet, has its own entry, which is fantastic. So I was sort of like, do I want to start my craft lessons, my card lessons in my house, or do I want to start them out there in my work where I feel like it's work and it's okay? So so that was when I had this brilliant idea. If I could get rid of the big monstrosity thing that I had in the middle that had my mirrors and everything on it, and if I could put my benches along the sides of the room, I would have this massive area. And when we did it, I could not believe how huge the area is. Yeah, I've been here for, how old's my youngest? She's 14, nearly 15. So I've been here for at least 14 years. And, yeah, that room has been the same for the whole 14 years. And today to see that turn out like that, I was like, wow. So there you go. There's that card using our Beachy Little Christmas stamp set. So it says on the front, have yourself a Beachy Little Christmas. Who needs snowflakes when you have seashells? I could probably, maybe I might put some little shells around. We'll do that. May as well. We have shells there. We may as well do the whole lot. Okay, I might do them in, I think I'm actually going to do them just in crumb cake. Lovely little spiral shell. Oh, that's cute. Little spirally one here. You may as well do all of them. Give them all a go. Yes, I'm hearing you, Renee, with the kids. I now have one that's going to turn 17 next month and one that's going to turn 15 next month. 2 girls. And yes, very busy time in our lives. Every time you turn around, it's a different change of scene. Something else is, like now we've got my eldest Jade is learning to drive, so that's another stage in my life again, teaching the kids how to drive. And I'm quite surprised at how well I actually coped with the driving lessons, because I didn't think I would cope at all, but I'm quite calm, so it's quite amazing. How old are your kids, Renee? I've got the 2 girls, so I've got 2 teenagers. Okay, I'm gonna do the crab. I want to do him in a nice, do I want to do him in Calypso Coral? I think Calypso Coral's a crabby colour. 9 and 6, oh, you've got the fun still ahead. Girls, boys. Oh, yeah, I think Calypso Coral's nice for the crab. He might be just in that corner. Boy and girl, 1 of each. Yes, I think my husband would have liked to have had a boy, but 2 girls, and that's what we had. I was only ever going to have 2 children, so... And yes, I think he's quite happy with his 2 girls. And my girls aren't girly girls. Like, they're quite, they're quite sporty. I mean, I've got 2 state hockey players. They play for New South Wales. We're all a hockey family. The whole lot of us all play hockey. So, I mean, my husband didn't play hockey this year. He's actually coaching our hockey team this year. And the 2 girls and I play in the A grade side together. So I'm not doing too bad for an old girl. I'm 48 years of age and still running around with teenagers on a hockey field. So, mind you, the body doesn't feel like it's too young these days. Okay, so I think that's turned out quite nice. So there you are. A lovely card using our Beachy Little Christmas stamp set. This stamp set will be available on the 1st of September. Our catalogue goes live. If you're wanting to purchase this stamp set, feel free to jump on. I'll pop the online link for my store up above. I also have some Card Kit Club in the mail kits as well. I've got a Daisy Delight Bundle kit. I've got a Happy Birthday Gorgeous kit. And I've also got the You Move Me bundle kit as well. So if you wanted to check out my kits, if you wanted to check out my blog, which is, trying to see if you can see that in the... Yes, you can. Okay, so my blog site is www.stampingwithdonnagray.blogspot.com. The host code for August is FMP7EBNV. Now, if anyone wants to place an order, anything under $250, please use the host code. I will send you out a little free gift and a nice thank you card for placing the order. And not to mention, I will send you a brand new holiday catalogue if you order from me in the next couple of weeks. I'll be happy to send one out to you. Okay, so thank you all for watching, and I'll just show you what I'm going to do for our next live video. So next week, but I needed to have a little bit, I was going to do it tonight, and then I thought, no, I don't really feel like I have the time to sit down, and I really want to plan it out. Hearts Come Home. That is the set that I'll be using in my video next week. And I've also got some other, I may pop on through the week and do the Ready for Christmas video as well. So anyway, just depending on what time I get throughout the week, next week. I have been pretty quiet this week, so I've jumped online and done a few videos and things this week. But as you can see, so this is what I'll be doing next Wednesday at 7:30, the Hearts Come Home. So if you actually have the Hearts Come Home bundle, or if you don't have the Hearts Come Home bundle and you'd like to purchase it, feel free to jump on to my online store. And if you order tonight, you should have your bundle before next Wednesday night, and you can actually join in and craft with me as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Diana for sharing my video, and thank you Renee for having a chat with me, and thank you Patricia for jumping on and watching as well. We're starting to get a few regular little people jumping on here and watching, so I'm quite happy spending the time with you on a Wednesday night. So until next Wednesday, thank you very much. I'll just flip you around. There you are. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for your comments. Feel free to share my video on your personal timeline and get my video out there for other people. Give me the thumbs up if you liked my video, and if you're watching this video back later on, if it's on YouTube or you're watching it on my Facebook business page, please feel free to like my business page, and that way you won't miss any videos that I'm doing. I will post this to YouTube so that you can actually see it on YouTube as well. So if you wanted to jump over onto my YouTube channel, or if you're already on my YouTube channel, feel free to like my video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these videos. So until next Wednesday night, thank you very much, and please keep checking on my business page, because I actually probably will jump on throughout the week and show you some more new items and things out of the catalogue, as we've only got a week and a half until our catalogue goes live. So I want to try and get as many videos out there to show you what's available in this catalogue. If you don't have the catalogue in your hand, you can actually see some things that we're doing. So tonight we made this from our Beachy little Christmas set. And another video that I should be posting on YouTube very soon is the Snowflake Sentiment stamp set. So that's 2 new things out of our new catalogue that will be available to purchase on the 1st of September. So thank you all for watching, and happy crafting until the next time we meet again. Bye for now.